We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Actually, I'm not having a heat wave, you are. Because here in Phoenix, the temperature is 106. We don't call that a heat wave, we call it Thursday. But for the rest of you, you are under a high pressure heat dome, which is causing temperatures all over the country to rise to dangerous levels. So be careful and stay cool out there. It's way too hot to do water changes. No, not because I'm being lazy and I just don't like doing them in the sticky heat. It's because the water temperature is coming out of the tap way too hot for our fishy friends to handle. Have you checked? What the fish is the temperature coming out of your tap? Sure, it may be nice and cool in that house of yours with that fancy air conditioning, but the pipes that bring the water to your house have been sitting under this asphalt, soaking up the sun all day. Exactly what temperature is coming out of your faucet, and how healthy is that going to be for your fish? Okay, this glass of water has been sitting here for a bit. It's room temperature, which according to this thermometer is about 77 degrees. So we're going to turn on the cold water only and see how long does it take for the water to start heating up. So let's go ahead and turn on the water and start the clock. Okay, you can see by the light down at the bottom that the water is cold because it's blue, but as it gets through the pipes that are in the house and starts coming in from outside, this should start to change color to red. Water is going in, and let's see what happens. We are about 20 seconds. Starting to feel kind of warm. The light on the faucet is starting to change color, going from blue to it's purple now. We're sitting at 35 seconds. Kind of can't really read our temperature. We'll have to wait. Let's give it a minute and see what it looks like at a minute, because the faucet is showing us that it is getting warm. I can feel the heat coming off this water. It is definitely not 77 degrees. So we're almost at a minute, and we'll turn off the water and see what we are looking at. There we go. All right. The temperature from the cold water tap is now sitting at about 104 degrees. That's cold water, no heat. Let's try the same experiment again. This time let's do it outside. This hose has been sitting in the sun pretty much all day. Let's see what the water temperature is just coming out of the hose. Let's fill it up and take a look. I'm going to let the hose run for a minute so we can see what the temperature looks like after we've cleared out the heat from just the hose. And we are sitting out. Actually, we are at the top end of the thermometer. There is pretty much nowhere left to go. If you can see, we're at the top end. There's over 120 degrees in this water. So if you're going to do a water change using the water from your hose, you're definitely going to need to let it run a bit. Let's let it run for about 2 minutes to cool down and then see what kind of temperature reading we get. Okay, the water's been running for roughly 2 minutes. I filled up the glass and we can see that we have cooled down a little bit, but not a whole lot. We were initially at around over 120. The water temperature now is just about 102 degrees, roughly about the same temperature that it was inside the house. So how can we cool this water down? What does it mean for water changes? 87 degrees. That's pretty warm, but depends on what kind of fish you're keeping. For example, these Hypancistris super whites, they like it hot. They're not bothered at all by this temperature. But when you have fish like goldfish or white clouds or other fish that like cooler temperatures, that's just not going to cut it. And what if your tank is a small tank, like a 5 gallon or 6 or 7 gallon or even a 10? If you do a water change that has water that's up in the 90s, your entire tank is going to be too hot. Then what are you going to do? Let's do some experiments and find out exactly how we can keep the water temperature at a safe level during water changes. If you've got the time, there's the old-fashioned method. Just fill up some buckets of water and let them sit around for an hour or two until they cool down to the temperature that you need. Adding a fan standing next to the buckets or even clipped onto the side will help speed the process up, but that's pretty much all you can really do. But what if I need water right now? Well, I could always add some ice. That helps in a pinch, but if there's no ice available or there's not enough of it around to cool it the amount of water I need, now what can I do? What's the emergency plan to cool this water off quickly? Well, there is one, and I'm going to show you what that is right now. No, we're not going to reenact the scene from Psycho, but we are going to use the shower. If I need to cool this water down quickly, the easiest way to do it is turn on the water and let it flow through the shower into a bucket on the floor. Between the time it takes the water to go through the top of the shower head, through the air and into the water bucket, it will cool it down a good 10 degrees or so. Doing this will give you some quick water that's cool enough to use in your tank right away. The nice thing is, as the water streams through the air, it picks up a lot of oxygen. We know that the higher the temperature of the water, the less oxygen it can hold. So doing it this way not only gives you cool water, but make sure that it's highly oxygenated. That way, if the water in your tank is already too hot and there's not enough oxygen in it, this will be a quick fix to get you started. Let me know in the comments if you have any other strategies on helping to keep the water temperatures in your tank manageable during the hot summer months. Fans are great. Those little clip-on Amazon fans that I showed you out in the garage earlier on the bucket, they're somewhere around 8 to 10 bucks a piece. You can clip them onto the side of the tank, and trust me, just blowing that fan on the water surface and keeping the lids open, if you don't have fish that are gonna jump, will cool it down quite a bit. You'd be surprised. So I hope you guys stay cool. I hope you stay safe. Watch out for the heat, drink lots of water. Make sure your buddy's water is the right temperature for them, and don't wonder what the fish, did I just boil my tank again?